Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will explain about input types in our code generator. Actually, the code generator is a tool using which we can generate the code which is ready to copy paste and it will work. I'll explain about table handler. So table means the table present in the database. For example, we have this database here. So here there is a students table, state table, so mandal table. So in each and every table we have rows and columns. Okay, here mandal is the column, and if we take some other table, company table, so here we have company name. If we take certificate, then we have certificate, student, course name, father name, end date, and the URL of certificate. So like this, each table will have some data in the form of rows and columns. So we have to handle that data using our WordPress page, admin side or user side. I'll show, for example, I'll take book. So our first field name will be the table name. Okay, this is a text field. Text field means simply you can add like this. Okay, here we have directly we are writing the text here. So like this, book is a text field. Next, add new row. Okay, the next one we have password. So password is used for registration or login. So here we are not using password. And then date. Date means we'll get HTML tag as input type date. Here we'll get input type text. Okay. So second column name is published. That means book published date we are keeping in the second column. And then we have next number. Number means we'll get input type number. So next we have select. Select means we can have select tag, HTML select tag with options. So the available name will be the column name. So here available will be there, and then the options will be we can write in capital letters with space also. So we can write like this. Okay, comma no. That means available is the select option, and we have two options, yes and no. Okay, the next one will be fetch. For example, if we are not willing to specify the options here, we can fetch the options from database itself. So for example, we have company. So here two companies are there. We want to fetch these two companies as select options, or else we can use the company itself. So we already have this company table. So we'll get the company options here. Next one is WP fetch. Fetch means normal fetch, that is from database table. So we can fetch town or we can fetch state. So like this we can fetch. WP fetch means from these tables. So we can fetch post or page or product or post category, post tag. Like this we can fetch from WordPress database. So WordPress default post types. So I'll specify post, comma we can give in column name also. So I'll give documentation. So the documentation of this book will be in this post. We have to select that post here. So fetch, WP fetch and select, all three will give the select tag only. So next we have WP user. So instead of fetching the post and pages, we can also fetch the WP users. So from here we can get users also. Here also we can give key and value. So I'll simply give author. Next we have WP image. So we have image here. This image will give input type file upload. So we can upload the file, and the uploaded files will be stored in separate folder. So this is our WordPress. Then we can store in some folder like this. So this is not preferred when you are using WordPress. If you are using PHP, then you can use this image type. Images, files, documents, PDFs, anything will be uploaded. So if you have WP media library, then you want to fetch images from media library, then you have to use this one. So I'll keep cover or book cover. Okay. So these are the all the fields we have. So now I'll click on table handler. So it will give the code. Okay. First of all, we need to create a plugin. So where should we include this code? So we have to create a plugin first. So I'll open a new page, code generator, and then I'll create a index file. So book or books, we can keep any name. Okay, better to keep book itself. So I'll select admin menu. So I want to handle all the books from here itself, not from the front end. I want to handle from dashboard. So I'll keep it as book admin menu. So we'll get an admin menu in our dashboard. So click on index file. If you want more admin pages, you can add them. Or if you want admin menu submenu pages, then you can add like this. So category or company, we have company also. So we can add here like this. So again I'll click on index file. Okay, so copy this code. This is our index file. So I'll go to the WordPress installation, then plugins, then I'll create a new folder, my books. You can keep any name. So first of all, I'll create a new file here, and we can give any name. I'll give the index.php. So I'll paste all the code. So this is some comments. In this, the first line is important. So our plugin name will be hash book plugin. So these things all you can edit. You can also edit the name also, no problem. So this is a function, and we have admin menu page, add menu page. So the title, the description in the dashboard menu, and capabilities, all these things you can find in the WordPress documentation. This is a submenu page. So under book we will have company. So there are two callback functions, include book.php, company.php. So we need to create two files, book.php and company.php. Okay, so I'll create book.php. Okay, in this I'll simply give something hello world. Okay, so let's go and see if it works. Simply go to plugins, and you can find your new plugin. So here is it, book plugin. Okay, now we have got book page and the company page as a drop down. So this is main menu, this is sub menu. Here we have got the hello world. So book.php will be included in this page, company.php will be included in the company page. Okay, so first of all we need to create a dashboard database table. So in order to store the books, we should have a book table here. Okay, if it already exists, you should delete it. So book table is not there. So I'll create a new table. So we have to write all these field values in one field itself. So published pages, comma available. So you should not write the options of this selector. Only you should write the field values, that is column names. Okay, company, and you should write documentation. So the column name should be documentation. Documentation, and then author cover. Author cover. Okay. Now we should keep this as a table. So we are creating the table now. So we should keep this as table and then click on index file. Actually, you should do it both at once. So like this you have to make, and then you can keep admin menu. So you have to add these two and then click on index file. So no need to do it individually. You can do it both at a time. So replace this one. So up to here we have discussed. So this is the table creation part. There is a function and global WPDB and all the SQL, and SQL will run here. So after adding the table creation part, you have to deactivate and activate the plugin. If you are activating it at the first time, then it will create table. If the plugin is already active, then you should deactivate and then again activate it. So now the table will be created. Just to click on this database. Now you can see the book table is there. So all the columns are created. Okay. Now we'll get back to our table handler code. So this is the table handler button. This is the code. I'll select all this, copy, and then paste to book.php, and save it, and then go back to our WordPress and then go to book page. So here we have, so this page is loading as we have the so many CSS and JavaScript files. That's why it's taking some time. So click on add new. Now you can see our code is working. So first of all, book name I have kept, and the published date I'm selecting, and number of pages. So we have kept the number input type. That's why here it is getting input type number, and then availability yes or no. So we have kept available yes or no. So this yes no are coming like options. Okay. So company name is coming from Hescan Technologies Private Limited. So company name is coming from the company table. It is fetching from the company table. So this is the company table. From here the options are coming. Company. So post. We have four posts here. That's why four posts are coming. Okay. And then we have only one user. That's why only one user is coming. And then we can also choose the media. So we can select any image from our WordPress library. That's it. We can add the book. Now book is added, and all the fields are correctly added. So here you can click and view. You can simply give the image tag instead of link tag. Okay. So now if you want to add the companies, so here we have only two companies. If you want to add more companies, simply generate another code for companies table handler. So simply we have only one field, company name, that is text field, and this field itself is the table name. Click on table handler, and then you will get the table.php code. Okay, select this code, go to your plugin folder and create a new file. Okay, right click here, new file, company.php. Okay, paste it and then go back to WordPress and click on this company page. So here we have two companies. Now we can add new company here. So we have only one text field, that's why it is showing only one field. So this one company I am adding. So we have three companies. So and one more thing I would like to show, that is, if you see the book table here, so reload this and you can see the book table, and in this book table company column only one is there. So the one means this company id, the company name will not be stored in our database, only company id will be stored. If you take third company, so the company id 3 will be stored in that particular book. Similarly, if we see documentation, then the post 506 is there, which means this post 506. So this is the 506 post. Like that, whatever we are fetching, only ids will be stored. So for 467 is the id of that image. So this image attachment id will be 467. So like this, if we have fetching data, then only IDs will be stored. If we have text field, date or number or select field, directly data will be stored here. In case of image, if you are using this image as a field type, then file will be uploaded and the URL of the file will be stored in database. So if you are using password, then simply the password will be directly stored. If you want to encrypt it, then you have to do it manually. So these features, remaining features, are some difficult features, so I'll explain them in the next video. Okay, so finally, using code generator, we can generate ready-made code depending on our requirements. Thank you.